I'm gonna make these books my bit. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I decided to read non-stop, specifically tandem read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn until I completely finish these books, because I have been reading these books for too long and I just haven't gotten through it. So we need to speed it up because I'm trying to read Fourth Wing. I have just been kind of on and off with these two books and I haven't been reading as much as I want to, so I'm gonna hold myself accountable and I'm gonna get it done, hopefully within the next 24 hours. So I am already a little bit into these books. Not much has been going on. I think that's why I'm kind of just stuck right now, but yeah, I thought it would just be fun to sort of document me reading these, tandem reading them, and finishing them. I have been reading both of these on my Kindle so far, but I'm going to try to read the physical copies right now, just to sort of switch things up, because I've been reading on my Kindle for a bit and I sort of miss... There's Leo. Yep. He's just stealing the show. But yeah, I'm going to read on these physical books for now. Let's see how I do. If I feel like the pages feel too long or the chapters feel too long, I'll switch back to my Kindle. But anyways, let's get into it. I'm gonna make these books my bit. Okay, so it has been a bit of time. Currently, for Empire of Storms on chapter 24, page 2... Chapter 223. What? Chapter 24, page 223. And then for Tower of Dawn, I am on page 245, chapter 20. So still not quite halfway through with either book, but it's okay. I was also just on chat with Audible support for too long because I needed to get access to my account so that I can listen to my audiobooks while I go run some errands. I have to go to Target to pick up some things and get cat food. Anyways, I have been enjoying the book so far. Like, I'm glad that they're both keeping my attention, which is great. Who doesn't want that when they're reading, right? I will say that I am enjoying Tower of Dawn a bit more than Empire of Storms, just because in Tower of Dawn, without spoiling anything, there's two characters whose dynamic I am loving right now. I guess you could say it's like an enemies to lovers situation. It's mainly the woman in the book who's a bit more guarded, but their dynamic is starting to shift a bit, and I feel like it's kind of obvious where this is heading. It's cute. It's cute. And then for Empire of Storms, there's just been a lot of yapping. That's like the best way I can put it. A lot of yapping, which, yeah, makes sense because they're preparing for what's to come, you know, to be insanely vague because I don't want to spoil anything. Not much is going on here. But I feel like that's the case with most of Sarah J. Maas books. At least majority of the action scenes are all the way at the end of the book. You're hit with violence, war, bloodshed. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I feel like that's going to be the case with at least this book, Empire of Storms. Not sure about Tower of Dawn. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Not really a crazy update as nothing crazy is going on. But I'm going to go run my errands and listen to the audiobook versions of these because, again, I want to embed these books into every aspect of my life today. Probably tomorrow too. I don't know if I'm going to get through these today, but I'm trying to just include these books into everything that I'm doing today, which means audio books are necessary so that I can listen to it while I'm in the car and while I'm running errands and whatever else I'm doing, because again, trying to read these non-stop. So I'm currently still on Tower of Dawn. I think I still have 3-ish, maybe 4 chapters, and then I will transition back into Empire of Storms. So yeah, Okay, let's go. I don't know if it's just me, but it took me kind of a while to get used to audiobooks because, for example, like the woman that is narrating for Tower of Dawn, Empire Storm, when she speaks in like the manly voices for like, well, she pronounces it Kale, which I always thought it was Cole, but okay. For him or Rowan or whatever, I'm always just like kind of internally cringing because it's like I don't know, it kind of just loses its magic, if that makes sense. Like, I'd rather hear for those parts a guy talking. I don't know, I think I'm just being a little picky, but I'm definitely more used to it now. I think it was just kind of like, I know you're a woman and you're speaking like a man, you know? I don't know if that's just me. And I'm not saying I don't like the narrator's voice at all, that's not it. It's just that when it's supposed to be a guy speaking and she does her like deep voice, I just like cringe a little bit inside. I don't know if it's like Audible's budget or something. I think I'm just maybe being insane and it's just me. I don't know. Okay, anyways. The next day. I got so sleepy around 10 p.m. last night, so I had to call it a night. Definitely could not keep reading these until past midnight. But as of right now, I'm currently on chapter 31 for Empire of Storms, and for Tower of Dawn, I'm also on chapter 31. According to Audible, I have 4 hours 59 minutes left of Tower of Dawn, and for Empire of Storm, I have 7 hours and 38 minutes. Still quite a bit of time to go, but today's just going to be a continuation of yesterday. With everything that I do, I'm either going to be listening to the books or reading the books. I'm actually about to go to the gym just to do some cardio, some ab work, so I'm definitely going to be reading while I'm on the Stairmaster. Again, nothing really interesting is going on with these books. It's just a lot of talking, a lot of character development, a lot of sort of preparing for what's to come. I will say again for Tower of Dawn, the dynamic that I have been loving, starting to get even better. So I'm very excited to see where this is going. There's these other two characters in the book where I don't really care too much for their parts in the book, and right now the chapter that I'm in, it's just dragged on, but also there's these other group of characters, the Blackbeaks, that we haven't really gotten to in a while. I really do like their storylines. Hopefully they'll be coming back in soon in these books, but there's just a lot of characters right now, a lot of storylines, and I'm just very interested to see how they're all gonna sort of merge together. Oh, also there's these two other characters that I've also been really liking. Right now they're pretending to be husband and wife, so it's sort of like they're faking a relationship even though they both don't really know each other or like each other, but there's a lot of chemistry between them. And they're also sort of in a close proximity situation right now, but I'm also very excited to see where their little story goes. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna go head to the gym right now and do my cardio while reading these books. I'm aiming for at least 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. Anyways, I'll see you guys there, and I'm gonna continue reading. Okay, I'm back from the gym and I just took a shower. If you can't tell, my hair is wet, and I had breakfast, so time to lock in even more now and get back to reading. Keep talking with my hands. Like, I want nothing more than to just lay on my bed right now and read, and I usually never do that. I try not to be in my bed unless I'm like sleeping, but lately I've been kind of liking to rot in bed a little bit. But unfortunately I realized that I made a promise to myself yesterday that I would wash my bed sheets today, so that's not gonna happen now. I did read for 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, as you saw earlier, and I'm currently on chapter 32 of Tower of Dawn, which is 4 hours and 36 minutes. And then for Empire of Storms, I am on chapter... Chapter 38, which leaves me at 6 hours and 26 minutes left. There's like 70 chapters in these books, but it's okay. We're gonna get them done today. We're gonna get it done today. We will. As for what's happening, there was an action scene in Empire of Storms just recently, which was nice. Switched things up a bit. Time to go keep reading. Hello. Okay guys, you're currently on my steering wheel. I have to head out for a bit, but I'm going to be listening to the books on Audible while I am driving. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, what? So I currently finished up chapter 51. My brain is fried at this point, to be honest. I finished chapter 51 of Empire of Storms, and I'm now on chapter 36 of Tower of Dawn. And not that the beginning of the books weren't interesting, but I feel like, especially for Empire of Storms, it's starting to finally pick up, so it's getting a lot more interesting. There's been a bit more action that's been happening, which is really fun, and I've been loving the lead storyline. Every time her part pops up, I get a little bit more excited. I feel like her parts of the book are always so interesting. I just really, really like her character. As for Tower of Dawn, I'm really mostly just interested in Chaol's. Sounds so weird saying his name like that because I just keep thinking of Cole, but Chaol's storyline. I'm not super invested in Nesrin's storyline right now. I don't know why. I'm not very connected with her character, so I don't really care for her parts of the book. I'm sure it's all gonna add up to be necessary in the end. And also Manon has made an appearance again, so got some Manon content, which was nice because I also like her storyline a lot. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna listen to the books now, and when I get home I'll start reading on my physical copies again, and then I will give you guys the final updates because honestly I don't think there's a whole lot more. I feel like I'll be able to get through the rest of the books pretty quickly. I think I have about 4-ish hours for each book. Sounds like a lot, but I think that I can get through it by the end of tonight, and I will most likely update you guys in the morning because I'll probably be dead by the end of this. So I'm a grandma, I sleep so early, so anyways, that's why I need to stop talking because I need to start listening to the books. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next and last update. Almost done. Hey guys, I finally finished Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn last night. My final thoughts is I thought that they were both pretty interesting. Both books held my attention pretty much all the way until the end. I think the only storyline that I didn't care too much for was Nesrin's, and I did kind of get bored sometimes during her parts, but eventually I started leaning into it because there was more action during her parts of the book. I think I just didn't connect to her character very much in Queen of Shadows, so that when she had a lot of time in Tower of Dawn, I was just kind of like, can we fast forward? But then her parts did start to get pretty interesting considering all the action that started to happen and her storyline with another interest of hers. Yeah, I also liked seeing the different relationships that were forming throughout these books. Tandem reading is definitely the way to go with these two books. It was so fun seeing how half of the characters were living in Empire of Storms and how the other half of the characters were living in Tower of Dawn, because it's in the same timeline, they're just in different parts of the world, figuring things out on different parts of the world so that they can better prepare for what's to come. Yeah, Empire of Storms ended very, very interestingly because now I'm kind of like a little bit on the edge of my seat and really want to read Kingdom of Ash, so however, I might take a little bit of a break from the series just to get a little bit of a palate cleanse, you know? But yeah, I mean, those are my opinions on the book without really spoiling anything. I feel like if this was a spoiler video, it would go into a lot more depth, but I do think that they're worth reading and especially worth reading together. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming along with me and tandem reading. I just dropped it. And tandem reading both of these books with me. It was a lot of fun and I'm glad I finally got through them. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which will most likely be me reading the entire Fourth Wing series and seeing if it's worth reading or not. I'll give my opinions on those books. But yeah, bye guys, I'll see you in the next video.